As the episodes start, we can see clearly that Masizi is feeling the weight of his decisions, like never before. The moment he arranged the secret meeting with Zwide, he knew he was walking a dangerous line, but now standing face to face with him, he realizes just how thin that line truly is. He tells himself that he has everything under control, that he can talk his way out of this, but as he watches Zwide's expression remain cold and unreadable, doubt begins to creep in. Zwide is not the type of man to let things go unanswered, and Masizi knows that better than anyone. He starts speaking carefully, choosing his words like a man defusing a bomb. He insists that the police took the heist money, that there is nothing left, that there is no conspiracy, no betrayal, just unfortunate circumstances. But even as he says it, he can tell that Zwide is not convinced. Zwide's silence is not a sign of understanding. It is the silence of a man who is thinking, who is calculating his next move. Masizi can feel the sweat forming at the back of his neck, his instincts screaming at him that things are slipping from his grasp. Zwide tilts his head slightly, his gaze locked onto Masizi, as if he is dissecting every word, every hesitation, every nervous tick. Zwide does not need to say much, because his silence is doing all the talking. Masizi can feel the pressure growing like a storm about to break, and the more he tries to keep his cool, the more he realizes that Zwide is already 3 steps ahead of him. This is not just a conversation, it is a test, and Masizi is not sure he is passing. For a brief moment, neither of them speaks. The air between them is thick with unspoken threats, both men knowing that one wrong move could change everything. Masizi tries to regain control of the situation, tries to steer the conversation in his favor, but it is too late. Zwide has already seen the cracks in his story, the flicker of fear in his eyes, and that is all he needed now. The question is not whether Zwide believes him, but what he plans to do about it. Meanwhile, back at the Zwide household, things are not much better. Everyone is dealing with their own battles, and the tension is almost unbearable. People are walking on eggshells, pretending everything is fine, when in reality, everything is falling apart. Secrets are starting to unravel, alliances are shifting, and trust is becoming more of a liability than an asset. Everyone is watching their backs, waiting for the next betrayal, the next unexpected twist. As Masizi and Zwide's meeting continues, Masizi begins to realize that he might have only one option left. If he cannot convince Zwide to trust him, then he might have to eliminate the threat before it eliminates him. It is a terrifying thought, but in this world, survival comes before morality. Masizi has worked too hard to let everything come crashing down because of one mistake. He cannot afford to let Zwide turn against him. He cannot afford to lose control. Zwide, on the other hand, is not a fool. He knows exactly what Masizi is capable of, and he is not going to let himself be outplayed. He is watching Masizi's every move, every flicker of doubt, every forced smile, and he knows that Masizi is contemplating something drastic. Zwide does not say anything, but he is already making his own plans. Because if Masizi thinks he is going to go down without a fight, he is gravely mistaken. The atmosphere is so thick with tension that it feels like even the air around them is holding its breath. Both men waiting for the other to make the first move, neither willing to be the first to back down. It is no longer just about money or trust. It is about survival, and in this game, only one of them can come out on top.